Ooh, I'm rich. It's like 6:04 in the morning. It's kind of cool out there, huh? You know, you really can't see it very well, but on the camera, because of the sensor, it picks up the light really well. That's a great indicator for this old bird. You can see the lights. That is like South El Monte, Rosemead. And yes, it rained. So dim sum is like totally the new thing. The Playhouse District. And this section of Colorado Boulevard, a lot. Got this little avenue of the ginkgos. Oh, almost feels like being in Wisconsin again. Yep, they got theirs up. Presbyterian Church has their stands. Well, one part, I'm sure they're going to cover the corner, the other side of the, is that a bell tower? That would be a bell tower, right, y'all? It's not a steeple. I forget so much of this shit. The steeple is on the top part of the building, so that would be the bell tower, and or the bell tower too also could be in the steeple. Ay vey. And it's kept off with Earth Cafe. Awesome place. This is the poster for the Rose Parade. You know, one thing that I've noticed, this phone. So this is my Note 10. I've had this, God, 4 years now. Bought it refurbished on Amazon Prime. Got a great deal for it and have used this. This has been my primary source for everything on my channel, with occasional drone footage in the past, and footage from my Nikon, which no longer. Good morning. I still got the stands. It's kind of cool when they still allow access, because it makes me feel like a kid again, riding my bicycle, my Huffy, to a construction site and just exploring as little boys do, and getting severely hurt and not telling mom, because mom would kick our ass. Yeah, I know, I said this on it's pretty cool, right? See, that's why they have it all fenced off here, because this would make a little cozy place. They're all going to be different. They're all not going to be the same, and not every place is going to have stands, depending on whether or not it's going to be worthwhile to them. I have no idea what the cost is to have these put up or to take down, or the kind of money that they would charge and be with, well, whatever business profit it is. But when it comes to parking privately, oh yeah, that's I would honestly say that the sky's the limit. Now, about 20 years ago, shortly after we got married, the in-laws at the mother-in-law's house would use her property, and well, this was all on cooperation with grandma, but they would do that, and I think it was something like $50 to $75 per car back then. So another graduation, or is it a holiday show? Citizenship? I think it's a citizenship. Oh, that is cool if it is. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Just because I also, well, I mean, the Lays and the patriotic vendors over here, but I also saw a couple of the ladies holding out the folders for the documents. It has the Great Seal also on it, so yeah, this is very cool. Very, very cool indeed. Definitely, definitely. Welcome to America. And right behind us, I didn't even bother to check on the other side of my apartment. Oh, soon we shall not know. Well, slight switch of plans for today. One of my friends said, he asked me if he could trade with me today because he didn't want to get out too late. So I'm taking his mid shift and he's taking my opening shift. I love this crew. There's there's a homeless guy that's been around here for a while, and he sometimes kinda goes unhinged verbally. But it wasn't until I was leaving Starbucks. Wow, look at that view. That I noticed that he was talking, that an officer was already talking to him. And I was like, ooh, okay. And it looks like he's in the back of the patrol car, so that sucks. Oh, my friends, this... it sucks. We should not be in this position. No one. Not even folks like that. Now, he is, one would presume to be mentally ill, but we should have just we should have never have happened what happened in the 70s with all the closing. It's kind of institutions and nature of that. We should have just, I don't know. This is bad. This is man-made anarchy is what it is. And yeah, I keep saying this, but 2024 is going to be the whole rhetoric and propaganda year, you know, leading up to that morning. What is it, 6 a.m. in some places, if not earlier, I think I think of any public event in the history of our country, I think people would be hearing on the news that people have been camping out for the polls to open. Watch. Down over here at Trader Joe's, just checking out, trying to get something to snack on. Found some dark chocolate cherries. Reminded me of, I hope they was good when I used to sell them at Harry and David over here at the Paseo. Whew. That was a long time ago. Well, I'm glad I made that trade with my friend because it's kind of nice coming in a little bit later. I do run a risk of walking out, clocking out and stepping into the rain. I don't care. I'm just up the street on the east side. We used to have a storage facility here. I'm gonna go over here to CVS. I need to get something. I gotta tell you though, a couple of things that I noticed when I was taking the 20 down here. I've also noticed this further on the east, but here on Lake, there's a business that had, is it the Hamburger Hammer? It had been shuttered now for several years, at least 5. And for the last 3 or 4 years, it's had plywood in front of it. Well, as of the last, since late summertime, it's had bills posted on it. Posters like you would see, you know. Now, never really did I ever see anything like that. But I was like, whoa. And the first thing it reminded me is bill posting in Hollywood. And then coming up over here at Trader Joe's, there's a homeless guy with an empty bottle. Just literally just go right down on the side. Everywhere you go now, honestly. Laying down over there. This is not good for society morale. Central Park. There's a dog behind you. 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 Then the dog's gonna go squirrel. They are trying to get to build onto that little parking lot extra housing for Castle Green. Central Park, the former backyard and gardens of said Castle Green. Anyway, the former garden was Castle Green, etc. Blue. Very cool building. Ooh, pretty rooms. All right here. I would look at that round. God, it's just amazing. I would speculate that those fire roses are sunburst. I think they're called sunburst. Anyway, I would venture that they would put subterranean parking solely for this addition. What would become parking over here, honestly, Parking here is such a premium that the majority, with the exception if you're a property holder anywhere, new buildings or some of the other buildings, like when my ex and I, we moved out here, there's not enough parking, especially since like a lot of people have 2 vehicles. So one would have to pay for an annual pass to park on the street. And I don't know what it is now, but 16, coming up on 16 years ago soon, that was $65 a year. And that was a big chunk of change, believe it or not. I would say definitely at least 110, 120 a year now. Either that or have to go to the fire department or some of the, like down in the City Hall area, and buy a nightly ticket, overnight ticket, and stick it on your dashboard, like an amusement park or something. And even then, that was like $350, $450 a night. So that, I'm sure, probably went up. I'll have to check one day. A lot of New Year's Eve parties going to be happening, especially here. The funny thing is, these folks were ever mingling with these folks at midnight. That's it's kind of interesting to see. And a lot of sharing of drinks and stuff and so on. What is that, a cow? Holy crap. Cow. Pacific Southwest Trust and Savings Bank. Sexy, sexy architecture. Look at this. Got a big relief up there. Beautiful ceilings. Look at that. Like a Chrysler building or something. Yeah, they're still ceremonying away. Alright, let's do a little editing, uploading, and work. Very cool. So quiet. Ooh, it's a little wet. And the mix is mixing. Yeah, this place has turned into quite the little hotspot now. I have to check it out sometime. And they are still putting some finishing touches, I guess you would say. And the Presbyterian Church has got their fencing gone up. Oh, well, I guess they're not going to put any other stands over here. Comments, good or bad, please post, if not email. It's just now starting to rain. I think I'm like 3.5 blocks away. It's all good. I love you all. Stay safe, be smart, and be kind.